YouTube, it's YellowChops, aka Jeff Sarabandon. I'm at Sam Ash Music in Cerritos, California, and they actually have a Yamaha MoX6 in stock. A couple days ago, I uploaded a video where I did a quick review of the MoX8. But today, I'd like to go through some of the differences of the MoX6 versus the MoX8, like the keyboard action, overall build quality, the weight of the keyboard, and if time permits, I'd like to go a little deeper in the features that are available on both the MoX6 and the MoX8. So let's go take a look. Alright, so overall build quality feels pretty much like an MoX8. The buttons are nice and tight, jog wheel's good, everything feels good. The weight of the board is really light. It's like 15 pounds as opposed to a regular motif is like 30 pounds, so it's like half the weight. And you could feel the difference when you pick it up. It's dramatically lighter, but it doesn't feel like real cheap and chintzy. The other thing is the action. Some people are concerned about how the action would feel, and honestly, it feels fine to me. So, I mean, I think what people are complaining about is they see these plastic hinges right here on the board, but I have a Yamaha KX controller, a KX49, and it's fine. It's been holding up fine. It hasn't broken or anything like that. So, you know, granted, this probably is a cheaper key bit than a Motif XS or a Motif XF, but, I mean, it feels fine. I don't have any issues with it. Let me play with the volume off so you guys can hear. There was some concern about, you know, how the keyboard felt really cheap when there was when you just played the board by itself with no sounds coming through. So I don't know if you can hear it in the camera. So I mean, it feels fine to me. It feels great. I think for the price point, I think it's like $1,200 or so. It's a great package. You get a built-in audio interface. All the controls feel nice and tight. I want to get into some of the other features that are available on both the MoX6 and MoX8. So this is not just on the MoX6. There's both of them here, but I'm just connected to the 6. Is a USB audio interface. This is really cool, guys, because it's built into the unit. Out of the box, you don't have to buy anything else. You take it out of the box, you can plug your USB cable to the back of the MoX6, and then you can hook it up to your MacBook Pro or PC or whatever. I installed the drivers ahead of time before I came down because I was going to try this out. This audio interface has 4 in, 2 out, which I believe is, so it'll give you 4 in from, you'll be able to send 4 separate channels of audio out from your MoX6 into your computer, Windows or PC. And you could send 2 out just for your speakers, basically. And so I hooked it up and it works. So it's pretty sweet. So here, if you want to come over here, take a look. I'm sure I don't have all the MIDI set up correctly, but I got it just enough to where I can control Ableton Live. So basically I have it to where my transport controls work with Ableton Live. So you can see there, and now I'm in DAW mode, right? So I'm controlling, this is when I'm controlling my sequencer, and then when I want to get back to the MoX6, I hit that and I'm back to the MoX6. But obviously the keys still work. It's a little distorted. So check this out, so I can play with here. I'm sorry, before I start, the track name should show up. I don't have my MIDI set up right somehow. I'm not sure what the port numbers are. I don't have the manual, but I just trial and error. There's 5 MIDI ports. I used 2 for the transport controls, but the track names aren't showing up, and in and out is working, but I don't know what's going on. But in any case, so the transport's working, so check it out. Plugged it in and it pretty much works. USB audio interface, I haven't noticed any latency. Check this out though, this is pretty cool. So I'm gonna start it. So I have separate control for the software. So this is my Motif playing, right? Motif is playing, here's the master volume, and I can bring my DAW up and down. Pretty cool feature, the MoX6 and MoX8. Built-in USB audio interface. You don't have to get anything else, it just works out of the box. Here about the MoX6 and the MoX8 is they have this layer and split button that helps you basically create your layers and splits a lot quicker. This was initially introduced in the S70 and S90 XS, I believe. And I thought it was a little gimmicky at first. I never played with it, but I just thought it was going to be like one of those things that just picks a sound for you and you're locked in. You can't add any more if you want to. But check it out, it's actually not bad. So one thing notice, I'm in voice mode. I'm playing just a piano sound, full concert grand, and then I click the layer button here, and it automatically selects strings because that's usually what you're going to layer with piano. And then I can change a category if I want to. If I want to layer brass, you see that there's brass there. Once I hit enter on this window, and you have subcategories too. Once I hit enter on this window, it takes me to a listing of string sounds. So if I did that again, brass, and I hit enter here, it would bring me to a category of brass sounds. So it's pretty cool because it allows you to build your layer a lot quicker. So, and another thing, notice over here, I'm not in voice mode anymore. I'm in performance mode. So basically what it did is, when you hit layer, it automatically set the key range for you, and it automatically puts you in performance mode, added another voice on top in performance mode. And how I know that is if you go to if you look at the performance window, you'll see it's just a regular performance with the sounds I selected. That's pretty cool. So, and check this out. So now I have piano and brass, and if I hit layer one more time, it asks me for something else. So I say strings, and I hit OK, I want that string. It just layered another instrument in there. So every time I hit it, it layers another instrument in there. And it does it in an easy way, so you don't have to go to voice mode, go to category search, find a string patch, and then layer and make sure the key ranges match. And then the same thing can happen with a split. The only thing difference is you have on the bottom you have a split point, and it automatically splits, I think, right here by default. So let me go back out. I go split. It selects bass sound because that's what you usually split with. And then right here, you'll see piano, bass. And the default is it chooses this C3. So this is the default. Of course, you could change it. So you could just go lower if you want. Now I'm going to select it to be here. So now this is, C2, this is piano, bass. So that's pretty cool. All right, so the difference between the MoX6 and the MoX8, the number of keys, synth action. Some people were concerned about the way the keyboard would feel, if it was too cheap feeling. It feels fine to me. Every synth makes noise when you play it when it's not on. I think the overall build quality is good for the price point. I think it's like $1,200 or so is the retail price. Has a USB audio interface. That's what probably makes it stand out. The weight is 15 pounds for the MoX6. That's half the weight of the other 61 keyboards, like the Motif XS and Motif XF. The MoX8 is the same weight as the Motif XF6. Just think about that. It's 88 keys, and the weight is the same as a 61 key keyboard. And it doesn't feel real cheap and chintzy-like. So you can see this is Yamaha's response to a tough economy, and I think this is a hard package to beat. It has a USB audio interface built in. You don't have to buy anything else. Take it out of the box, plug in your computer, and there you go. So kind of just recapping on some of the other features we went into, the layer mode and split mode. It's pretty cool. If you're in voice mode, it automatically puts you in performance mode, starts layering things for you and splitting things for you. I think that's pretty much it. There's remote control functions. There's an editor, I believe, available too. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And if you'd like to see more videos going forward, subscribe to my channel.